Motivation is a lie. If you rely on it, you've already lost. You think that in order to start, you need inspiration, that without it, you can't move forward. You wait for the right mood, for the perfect circumstances, for that fire inside to ignite. But days, weeks, and months pass, and nothing changes. That's because motivation is like the wind. It comes and goes, and if you build your life on it, you become a prisoner of its whims. Look around. Some people are constantly waiting for the right moment, for the right feeling. They say, "I'll start when I feel ready." They procrastinate. They find excuses. They tell themselves they don't have the energy, the time, or the right conditions. And then there are others, the ones who wake up early, hit the gym, work on their goals even when they're tired, even when they don't feel like it. They don't ask themselves whether they want to do it. They just do it. And those are the people who achieve results. The difference between them is simple. The first group relies on motivation. The second relies on discipline. If you want real change, you don't need motivation. You need discipline. Motivation can give you a push, but without discipline, you won't make it to the finish line. Once you understand this, you will stop waiting for inspiration. You will simply start. You will start today. You will start now. Motivation is unreliable. It's inconsistent, unpredictable, and entirely dependent on your emotions. Today, you're inspired, full of energy, ready to take on the world, but tomorrow you're tired. You don't feel like it. You want to rest. And just like that, you push your goals aside, again and again. You might wake up one day feeling determined to change your life, but if the weather is gloomy, if you didn't sleep well, if someone said something discouraging, your mood drops, and with it, your motivation disappears. It bends to your emotions, and emotions are the most unstable thing you have. You cannot rely on them if you want to achieve greatness. Many people say they'll start when they feel ready. They wait for that magical moment when everything inside them aligns, when confidence surges. But if success depended on inspiration, only those who are always in a good mood would achieve it. Now look at the people who have truly accomplished something. They didn't wait to feel ready. They got up and did the work, even when it was hard, even when they didn't feel like it. They showed up on days when they had zero motivation. True success doesn't come to those who act when they feel inspired. It comes to those who act regardless of inspiration. If you wait for desire to strike, you will stay stuck. If you learn to move forward regardless of how you feel, you will accomplish anything you set your mind to. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. When you're tired, when you're bored, when nothing seems to change. Discipline is the ability to tell yourself, I don't do this because I want to. I do this because I must. Great athletes don't train only on days when they feel energized. Entrepreneurs don't build businesses only when they're in the mood to work. Artists don't wait for inspiration before they start painting. They show up and do the work because they understand that success is not about sudden bursts of energy. It is the result of continuous, dedicated effort. Many people mistakenly believe that discipline is something you are either born with or without, but that's not true. Discipline is a skill. And like any skill, it can be developed. No one is born with an iron will. It is built through action, repetition, and overcoming resistance. The more often you push yourself to do something, even when you don't want to, the stronger you become. You get used to not letting your desires control you. You learn to move forward regardless of your emotions. You stop making excuses and simply do what needs to be done. Motivation may give you a spark, but only discipline will take you to your goal. It does not depend on moods, circumstances, or lucky days. It simply exists. And if you truly want to change your life, you need to develop discipline, because only discipline will make you who you are meant to be. Building discipline is not a one-time effort. It's a process that requires constant work on yourself. You cannot rely on motivation if you want real results. You need to create a system that works even when you don't feel like doing anything. A system that replaces motivation with consistent action. The first thing to understand is that habits are more important than inspiration. If you are used to waking up and doing what needs to be done every day, you won't need motivation. It's like brushing your teeth. You don't think about whether you feel like it, you just do it. Discipline works the same way. Success is not about one huge effort, but about thousands of small steps taken every single day. Your task is to build habits that will lead you to your goal. To make discipline a part of your life, start small. Set a minimal entry point. You don't have to take on a huge workload right away. Want to get in shape? Start with a 5-minute stretch. Want to write a book? Write just one paragraph a day. Want to build a business? Work on it for just 15 minutes daily. The key is consistency. It's better to do a little every day than to go all in and burn out quickly. The next step is to shift your mindset. Stop saying, "I want to," and start saying, "I must." If you only act based on what you want, you will always stop the moment motivation fades. But if you say, "I must," you eliminate the option of giving up. It becomes non-negotiable. But even with discipline, you will still have to deal with emotions. Laziness, doubt, and exhaustion will try to stop you. The key is to not let them dictate your actions. Laziness will whisper, "Just rest. You can do it later." You must respond, "No, I do it now." Doubt will creep in, saying, "What if I fail?" You must answer, "The only way to know is to try." Discipline is a muscle, and it grows through use. The more you push past your inner resistance, the stronger you become. If you create a system, lower the entry barrier, shift your mindset, and learn to manage your emotions, you won't need motivation anymore. You will simply do what needs to be done, and success will become inevitable. The next thing you need to do is change your mindset. Instead of saying, "I want to," start saying, "I must." If you live based only on your desires, you will always stop when motivation fades. But if you tell yourself, "I must," there is no other option. You simply complete your task as an obligation to yourself. Even with discipline, you will have to deal with emotions, laziness, doubt, exhaustion. They will all appear. The key is not to let them control you. Laziness whispers, "Rest, you can do it later." You answer, "No, I'll do it now." Doubt tells you, "What if it doesn't work?" You reply, "I'll try," because the only way to know is to take action. Discipline is a skill, and it develops through action. The more often you overcome your weaknesses, the stronger you become. If you create a system, set a minimum threshold for starting, change your mindset, and learn to control your emotions, you won't need motivation anymore. You will simply do what needs to be done, and success will become inevitable. Motivation is a spark, but discipline is the fire that keeps burning. You can feel inspired, you can feel a surge of energy, but if you rely only on these moments, you will never achieve real results. True success does not come to those who wait for the right feeling. It comes to those who act regardless of their mood. Willpower is not a gift, it is a skill. No one is born disciplined, but anyone can develop it if they start working on themselves. If you want to be strong, you need to train your discipline just like a muscle in the gym. Every time you do what is necessary despite fatigue, doubt, or laziness, you become stronger. Every time you overcome inner resistance, you get closer to the version of yourself that no longer depends on motivation. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop hoping that one day you will wake up and suddenly feel ready to take action. Start today. Start now. Take a small step, make a minimal effort, but begin. Give yourself the chance to prove that you can be disciplined. Give yourself the chance to take that first step. Your life does not change in moments of inspiration. It changes in the moments when you choose to act no matter what. So don't put it off. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Make the decision and start right now.